Ugh. All right. I got so many minions in the background here. We'll just see who's coming on tonight. It's so late. It's so late. Hmm. I'm using the screen as a mirror right now. There's actually a bunch of crap behind me. We'll just see who's watching today. Look at me as I sing elevator music right now. It says that there's one person watching. It could just be my own. My own. It's probably myself. I'll wait to see if anybody else comes on tonight. It's nothing big. It's nothing too major. Well, I mean, actually, it might be very. Hello. Oh, we got somebody. Hey, Pam. Sup? Oh wait, did that even work? That didn't even work. Hey, Pam. What's up? This is actually really interesting. So this was unlocked. Actually, this was unlocked before I became monetized. Okay. And I wasn't really paying attention. We're going out tomorrow. We're actually traveling northern Ontario tomorrow in search of the Wendigo. So this is really exciting news. And I always said I'm never going back. And even the subs were like, "Don't ever go back there." But people, I've always been fascinated by the Wendigo, and we've always wanted to do content on it. But anyways, this series is unlocked. If I can even find let me see if I can find the exact video of this. I'm just gonna search up what the name is, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know. Actually, me and Angelo have been friends for a little while. I can't even remember the exact year we started making videos together, and it's funny because it was just we kind of just did a couple in the beginning, and then we got to know each other better, and we have similar interests and things like that. So it just kind of kicked off. More so this year, we've been hanging out. We've been hanging out quite often. It's funny. We're not always making videos. Like I'll just come over, we'll hang out. Okay, where is this? Okay, name of the video. Okay, here it is. Da, 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 da. It's called Wendigo's Caught on Camera. So anyway, if you guys, I'm telling you, like when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna freaking do it. Okay. And so in our late video, and there's a video I believe before, which was the one Randonautical video where somebody got into my car. I posted always check the description. Always check my video description, guys, because I'll say like, hey, if you do this, you unlock this, or if you do this. So it's basically the subs win something, and this time they've won a Wendigo series. So this is just totally cool. I don't know if it's funny because a lot of people have known about this thing for years and years and years. Some people have known about it from video games, so like Until Dawn, this creature, but apparently it's this real thing apparently, and the indigenous people they absolutely believe it. And I'm hoping I actually have a friend. He's half. He's basically half indigenous, but he told me like they believe in this thing to a T. That this thing actually exists. This creature and stuff. So we're traveling far to get there, guys, for you to make this content. We're going back to the labyrinth. There's caves, there's areas that are said to where this thing lives. Okay. And so we're doing a series. We're gonna do a full series on this. I'm not sure if we'll do 3 episodes or 5, but we're really hyped. I know, and it's funny because like I did get some backlash, not a lot. There was 1%, 2% backlash on that last video, and people saying like, "Oh, fake," because you won't talk about you calling the police or the RCMP and stuff like that. In Canada, it's very different. We can't just go and do things like this because you got to look at it this way. If this because I don't know for sure because they didn't tell me anything. The police didn't tell me anything because it's nothing to do with me. I'm not a brother. I'm not a relative of these people or whatever. So like you got to look at it in the sense of if somebody was actually murdered or something happened, okay, it's none of my damn business. It's not the public's business. And me being a YouTuber, okay, if the police did give me this information and I went and I just say I was an idiot and blurted publicly about it, like you could get in serious shit if if they actually did tell me these things. So that's why I can't talk about that stuff. I can't talk about like me talking with the police. I can't talk about the investigation. The investigation is that's up to the police. That's their business. And the families, if like I said, if it is murder, because we don't even know. They didn't give me nothing. They were literally like, okay, give me all, like they literally wanted everything. I lost the notes, so I had to give them all the handwritten notes. I had to give them all the printing notes. I had to give them any evidence that I got personally. And that's the scary thing with rando, is because there's really, you know what I mean, when you get involved with them, it's like we're taking your shit. You know what I mean? Please tell me you're not going. No, I'm going with friends for the Wendigo series. I won't be alone. Because yeah, this is actually dangerous too. So like actually I am kind of putting myself in danger again. Oh, we got a lot of people coming in. Sweet soul, love watching you. Thanks Leanne. Tiffany. Hi guys. We got Ann Gabriel. Please yeah, so we're not going alone. Oh, hey, there's more people coming on. Hey guys. What's going on? Yeah, so big exciting stuff going on tomorrow. I'm charging the gear, I'm getting everything ready, and I'm traveling again, so it's super hyped. I'm hoping one day I can save up enough money and travel with people like even Angelo. I don't know, it's really up to him. That's his business, going to the United States or going to other countries, but that's my goal. I really would like to I would really like to see me and Angelo have a serious collab on the paranormal. I've been a really big fan of it since I was a little boy, so stuff like that, and just doing more research and really getting involved in it. And the funny thing is with me getting into it, like I dive in. Like I literally, like if somebody's like, oh, this piece of equipment is this or whatever, like you should use this instead, I'll actually go for it. Like I'll keep looking for different innovative ways to just to keep its authenticity, because we do want to find evidence of, like, the other side and stuff like that. So with the Wendigo stuff, it's not so much that we're searching for the creature. Obviously that's a rarity. Okay, so that's a serious rarity. We're doing investigations to do with the spirit, because that's basically what it does, is it attaches itself to a person. They have the hunger for cannibalism in the northern areas or whatever, and it's usually like an indigenous person living off the land, and then obviously they take on this creature. So basically we're just using the gear and asking questions and getting what we can with that. If we happen to see one, then we do. But apparently, from what I've been hearing from people, is you really don't want to see one, because they can kill you. Like they're that dangerous that and fast that they can kill you. So this is actually really interesting too. They do not have a lot of information about this thing deeply online, but when I talked to my friend who is native, these things, apparently this illness that they contract because they're in a human body, okay, they're absolutely starving to the point where they'll start eating the flesh off their arms, their stomachs, which is basically all the nutrients they could get, because it's literally all there, right? And they'll eat right into the bone, but somehow, because of the spirit attached to them, keeps them alive, because they still have their heart and lungs, right? It's just everything else they'll start eating at the flesh off their legs. Like it's really it's like really gross stuff. But anyways, let's see what we got here. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I know. I love making videos with Angelo. Hi, Ann Gabriel. How's it going? So we got Leanne Tiffany here looking to Missouri State Penn. Great. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds. We always need we always need new ideas for sure. I'm really looking forward to it. I am getting my passport, so you will see me in the U.S. It's only a matter of time. I've only just been monetized, so I haven't even made my first paycheck with the company yet. But because of me being like poor from my regular day job and stuff like that, it's a matter of time. Like even Angelo told me, he's like, it might take you, it might take me a year. It could take me a year and a half to get to like making a decent amount of money where I can do a lot of traveling and seeing these big locations because we have to pay to film at these spots in the United States and other areas. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. You know what I mean? If we can keep dropping content the way we have been, and getting the response from you guys, like what you like, what you don't like, and that's actually a big thing that I've been looking at too. Is that I'll read all your comments. Like, and I mean, like, there's a lot. There's not a lot of you, and I bet there's not a lot of YouTubers that actually read all of them. Like, I'm actually reading them all, and Braden's reading them all because Braden is actually going to be a partner of mine. Like, you'll see, like, it's almost like a Sam and Colby thing. Although I can never change. This is one thing that's really funny. This is some close friends of mine. Like, why don't you change your name to Exploring with Brad and Braden? I can't do that. So that actually demonetizes you. So your name is your name. So once you have a set name for your channel, you can't change it. Like there's no possible way. But there will be like a real big Sam and Colby thing taking on because Braden has a lot of free time and he actually really, really enjoyed what he was a part of. So that's really cool. Oh, we got more stuff. You and Angelo doing it. Okay, so this is from Pam again. You and Angelo doing a deep series paranormal would be epic and scary. Yeah, one day. That's honestly the dream for me is to work with him more. We have a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you know what? He's a really fun guy. I've even seen him with Jazz and other people, and it's just like, and him and Brent, they're really good buddies. He's just a really good friend. He really is. He made me like I honestly, without his Angelo, actually to me, I feel really close to him. I'm not sure how. I think he just feels close with all of his friends. Like there's no best friend. It's really like if you're his friend, he'll treat you like gold. But like with me, he made me, man. Like he teaches me new things all the time. Especially about film. People don't understand that. Like film is hard, man. Editing's hard. It's a lot of time. It literally last video, it took me probably 11 man hours to edit everything and stuff like that. And I listened to another sub. A sub was saying like, actually there was 3 or 4 subs. They said, you don't have to make all these cuts. That one video with the car, I was sick and tired of like the negative folk that would say, and it's not you guys, like you subs are solid, but I was sick and tired of the negative people. They're probably not even subs, they're probably just randoms, but the negative people were saying like, oh, you probably did this or you probably did that. I'm like, okay, you want to go? I'll film from the car all the way down and just prove to you that I ain't playing with this stuff, that I am doing rando just like how it says. And we sure shit did. Me and Braden unlocked a bunch of stuff on that rando. And like we said before, it's hits and misses because people are saying like, oh, it's not like you can't just go and just find all this. Of course it isn't. Like I actually have thrown out more film than I have kept. Even doing that episode, like when I came back from my dad's and stuff, and filming. Actually, I think that one was before then. But like I said, like we would go out and days would go by, and we get nothing. Literally, like me and Angelo, me and other YouTubers would be like throwing out footage because that's what happens, right? So we got a lot of people are commenting right now, so I'm just trying to keep up with all you. I love reading comments, so like seeing what we get. Oh yeah, so we got that. Hello from also we got Humboldt Mist. Oh hello. Hello from Northern California Redwood Coast. Oh nice, that's awesome. D Newman, good day. Brad from Australia. Found you through Angelo. Yeah, pretty well almost a lot of my new subs have come from Angelo in this content. I think you, Angelo, and Jas should do some together. Probably. I have never met Joss before. I don't know. I'm not positive if you guys would know, if following his channel, if he's ever explored in Canada, because of course I don't have my passport yet. I of course when it comes to this sort of thing, so yeah, actually I'll talk about this right now. We got a lot of time here. Got a lot of time. We can hang out and have fun with you guys. So when it comes to YouTubers meeting other famous YouTubers or like even me, like I'm not famous by any means, but meeting other guys that are monetized or big or whatever. Usually what'll happen is like so like with me and Angelo, he'll introduce him to me. I won't ask, I won't anything. I don't bring up any questions or anything. That's kind of how it has been working, especially in the urbex field actually. But yeah, I've met a few cool people. You got one actually. I'm gonna mention his name. You should definitely check out. Obviously, he doesn't do paranormal content or anything like that. He does more urbex, photography. He's an amazing person as well and stuff like that. So I've talked to him. We've given each other location stuff like that. So he's a great YouTuber as well to get to know and check out his content as well because he sees some really cool places. It's funny too. Also, I'll tell you this. So my big inspiration, because obviously this was before any of these guys started. So there was freak photography, exploring with Josh, which is what that's where all of our names have come from. Exploring with that came from Josh. There might have been somebody before him, but out of the popularity scale, he was really big. But so there was those two. That's actually a big influence on me. That's what made me a YouTuber. And then there's a guy named Journalism. Now I don't think he's ever done YouTube videos. He was a photographer, so he was an urbex photography, and I found him online, and that was literally kind of how I started. So there was him. Oh yeah, and Mosargi. Mosargi is one. Actually, when the first Mosargi, this is funny. So the first Mosargi video I've ever seen was on the Insane Asylum, Century Manor, and this is funny. Okay, so Century Manor isn't the asylum; it's only part of it. There was actually a bunch of buildings and stuff like that, but apparently Century Manor was to house, I believe, the criminally insane. I'm not positive. So we got more people. No, but Angelo's trying to get Joss to go to Canada. Oh, so that's from Jennifer. Yeah. Okay, so he hasn't been here. Yeah. Well, and you know what? Even with Angelo, he's probably been. He probably tells him like you're not missing much. In Ontario, there's not a lot. The country as a whole, I really think there is a lot in the like we have a big country. There's a lot here. There's a lot of stuff. What's really funny, I'm so dumb when it comes to geography, but yeah, Alaska is part of the US. I didn't know that back like when I was younger and stuff like that, but even Alaska would be really cool to go to because we have Nome. You can even watch this movie. It's a fiction. It is a fictional film, but it doesn't mean that the area is fictional. So Nome, Alaska is really known for aliens, like for UFO sightings and abductions and things like that. So that spot is actually really cool. That's not part of Canada, obviously. It's just kind of branched, but there is a bunch of provinces people tell me to go to. One of the areas I really do want to go to, though, really freaking want to go, is the UK because I follow these guys, Hidden Midlands. Shout out to them, Hidden Midlands. There's another one. The places they hit, man, they're insane. Like I'm talking time capsules that are they could be castles. They could be literally big buildings like apartment buildings and complexes, like asylums. Everything's still in them. It's almost like they've been untouched, which is really cool. Yeah, well, I'm just making that assumption, Jennifer. I don't really know. I'm just saying that from me and him talking personally, me and Angelo, he's like, if there's nothing here, there's nothing here, and he's always going to the U.S. or other areas and stuff. The hardest thing that we have, all of us from here, is basically going to like these big countries, like so say like go to Europe or whatever, because there's some countries that are really expensive to travel to. So even if you do make all right money, like these boys, it's like, okay, so you're paying for that. Places to get permissions to film, you're probably paying like six, 800,000. Like some people charge a lot of money. Like it's actually ridiculous. Some people really gouge. So there's a few spots I just refuse. I will refuse to film. And if you guys ever mention them, I'll bring it up. I'm like, oh yeah, I won't touch it because they want $5,000 USD or whatever, right? So there's stuff like that. We got Brad, you don't have to prove anything oh, thanks, Anne Gabrielle. Yeah, so it says Brad, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Please don't let haters get to you. I feel close to Angelo too. Yeah. Yeah, he's honestly been like a big brother to me. Even in we've even had situations like off film, like where we're in danger and like he's got my back 110% and stuff like that. And yeah, it's really neat. We do share personal stuff with each other, like best friends would. But it's like I've said, like I think he's just really close to all of his friends and people that he would consider friends. And yeah, but yeah, I am really excited about working with him more. It's really I really just I look forward to his call or his text if he does message me, and that's what we wait for, and then we get together. That's basically how it works for many of us, because it's like with our availability it is open, but at the same time it's kind of like I don't even know the word for it. It's like we could already be doing something. We could already be filming, or maybe we have a second job to go to. I'm trying to make music is actually my second job. I don't know if many of you know this, but I am in a band. I'm the lead singer of a band called Parental Pathology. So you can look that up on Spotify and stuff like that. It's really really cool. I've linked up with some really talented artists, and he's also the music producer, so he produces his music and other bands. I've even noticed that he has had Billy Talent at his studio, so that's pretty impressive. That's really really cool. Are you doing okay? So this one's from Natalie. I can't pronounce your last name, so I'll just spell it Seichter. Brad, you're doing really good. Love your videos just as much as Angelo's and just. Oh, thank you. That I really appreciate that, because honestly, I beat myself up a lot. I see the editing and I'm just it's not like not jealous in a bad way. It's just like I beat myself up. I'm like, oh, like I could have done something like that or made it as beautiful. I notice a lot of YouTubers are using these drones now, and that makes me jealous because it's like to get those clips of the exterior and the landscapes of either abandoned buildings and areas or areas that you are filming in, you're going to do it. But eventually I do want to get a drone license and learn how to do that as well and put that in my clips. So what's interesting enough too is that we're always, no matter what happens in your guys' life, okay, no matter what happens, people telling you can't do something, just say whatever you guys want to do, go and do it. If I'm not proof of this, or any of these people that you've seen are not proof, how did they get there, okay? And you have to look at it this way, is that everything we do in this lifetime is trial and error. I wasn't great when I started. I sucked. And I got a little bit better each time. I got a little bit better. Like even singing. Like cuz I am a singer. I used to terrible. I couldn't even pay myself to listen to my old stuff, but I kept, my interest and passion for whatever it is that I do, because I'm a hobbyist. That's basically the only title you can give to me, because I like so many things. I'm even a gamer, but my passion and my drive makes me progress and get a little bit better each time, even if it's 1% better. Just say like you want to do something, okay? And even if you're just getting 1% better each time, that's better than before. And like, and when people start to see it and notice it and appreciate it, and you can take that in. But the biggest thing is do what you love. Who cares if nobody loves it or appreciate it? do what you love no matter what, because like at the end of the day, we're all human. You know what I mean? Oh, we got more comments here. I don't even know if he owns a drone. I don't know, because some YouTubers will they'll basically share, they'll basically film something, and then they'll film something again using that piece of equipment, because they are expensive. Drones are very expensive. I've seen one of the most affordable ones is the DJI Mavic Mini, and I think you don't need, there's certain licenses you don't need because of its size and small, and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Pam Warren as well. Drones are nice, but not necessary. Yeah, they're absolutely not necessary for this type of content. Anybody can make money if you're fun to watch, and you just carry yourself in a way that is entertaining. Really. And we got another one from Katie Potter F. Keep on doing what you're doing. Be proud of yourself, and don't let the haters bring you down. Much love. Exactly. And honestly, all I started doing, because I think I put it in brackets as funny. So the people I noticed, I think there was two or three of the same people, and I don't even think they're mine or Angelo's or Joss's subs. I literally think all they do is just go on all of our videos and most RGs and all these other people that do what we do, and they just bash it. They literally just have nothing better to do with their lives, and they just make fun and bash it and try to debunk it and all this other shit. And literally, what I did was I just blocked them. And I don't know if I blocked them as a sub. I don't even know if I know how to do that, but I was able to block it so they weren't able to shit on the work that we do, because I mean, it's not fair to you guys, and it's not fair to us either, because it's like, at the end of the day, this is our job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for somebody just to go out of their way to hurt you like that, it's uncalled for. Pam Warren, but yes, borrow Angelo's love. Your videos, Brad, no matter what. Oh, thanks. That's awesome. And then Jennifer Miller said he used it in New Mexico. Yeah, he may very well own it. I'm not really sure. And then we got me and Tiffany. Stay the way you are. It's more like a feeling of being there with you instead of a TV show. Exactly. That's how it is. Yes, they're evil. Yeah. So everybody that's on here so far, so like I was just gonna mention this again, we'll go back to it because it was unlocked. So this was unlocked way before I was even monetized. It was a matter of getting a crew to go there with me, and I'm telling you right now, it took a lot. And what's really funny is that I actually love Braden as a friend, because he's not scared of anything, and he agreed to go with me and do the series. And I'm like, that is awesome, because like, people are actually terrified of this thing, and I'm not shitting you, because a lot of us work the same jobs in Barrie, Ontario, which is where I'm from. And yeah, there's a few friends that are native, and literally they scare the shit out of us. Like, we'd be like, I was a custodian before any of this. I literally cleaned, I basically an en route, which is on the highways. I'm not sure if you guys get this in the United States. They're called en routes. Basically, you go and you get gas, and you stop there for like coffee or whatever, and they have supplies. And so I was a cleaner, and that's all I did. Like, I would clean the building or whatever. But anyway, so we had a guy that was native, and he would scare the shit out of us, man. And you got to think of it. This is before we were into any of this crap, okay? And he would tell us the stories and get really, really into it, and how they really think that this thing's real, and that it's harmful and it can kill you, and yada yada yada. We are bringing protection. I was thinking of bringing like a big like hunting knife and things like that. Obviously, no, they've said online like no mace or anything will do anything to a Wendigo. So it's basically just a weapon. So we're bringing knives and equipment like that, and we have to bring a bit of climbing equipment, because it is dangerous to get into the area that we're going in. And again, I'm gonna tell you where we unlock this whole where we how the fans unlock this, because this is before I was monetized. But anyways, the labyrinth that these things live in, it's actually complicated to get to because you're actually not supposed to go down there. Okay, nobody is supposed to go down there. It's not considered trespassing or anything like that. It's just very, very dangerous. You could die getting into it. So we have climbing equipment. There's a small area that I found where we can actually get our bodies to fit down into it where there's not too much height, because that's what I worry about. Okay, like how bad would you feel if one of your like you brought a crew there and they get hurt? You know what I mean? Like, so people that come with me, like all of our safety is my number one concern. If I say like we can't do this, we can't do it. And that goes the same thing for Randonautica. There's been one or two times actually doing rando, and I didn't keep it. I probably should have kept the footage. I mean, because we got somewhere and it was really, really scary. But there's been a couple where we got to an area and just our stomachs just turned and we were like, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in this area or whatever. So there's been a few, which is funny because you figured that I would have been like that with the whole Toby thing and stuff like that. Ban Warren's like, they're called haters. We fans know who they are and ban them. Exactly. And I ban them too. So, like, don't worry. You know what you guys can start doing too? If you guys notice them, let me know. You can personal message me on YouTube. I believe there's a bar where you can personal message. I will get it. You don't have to worry about that. Borrow Angelo's machete. Well, I mean, I can buy one. It's okay. I don't need to borrow them. D noon hit. Service stations in Australia roadways. Okay, yeah. So they're called different things in Canada. I believe they have them in the US as well, though. They're called en routes here, anyways. So we have them. We got Leanne Tiffany. Speak with the natives before you go too deep. Yeah, exactly. Like I have talked to my friend getting involved in it and stuff, and it's like it's literally like they don't choose to get involved with it. The biggest thing if we were to take this on, because I asked him, and it wasn't like I was asking for his direct permission, but I was just saying like I talked to him, my friend, my good friend, and I was like like am I treading on bad waters here with you and tribes like doing this? Because if it's out of plain disrespect, I won't do it. And he said absolutely not. It's more or less if you are provoking. So people that go and they purposely provoke, like just trying to get it out or whatever, have it come out at them, that's basically out of disrespect. So like the area that we're going in, yeah, they are notorious for being around those areas and stuff like that, but we're not going to do anything negative, or we're not going to provoke, and we're just going to be respectful about it. But if anything comes down the road where somebody message or even sees this and says like, yo Brad, like that's not true, like it is out of disrespect doing this and whatever, then I just won't do it again. I literally just like we'd have this one episode with the Wendigo and like that'd be it. So, and if it had to get taken down, then it'd have to get taken down too. But I'm hoping that it's an okay thing and it's all right. Okay, so here we go. Trisha Hall. Hi Brad, how are you? Huh, what's going on? Unless it's down here. Trust Braden's and Angela's instincts when they feel like to know about. Yeah, exactly. You gotta listen to your people, man. Like you can't just friggin' go and do things like me, stupid me by myself. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so getting back to what I was talking to. Here we go. Talking about. I'm gonna find the exact episode, which is really, really cool. I'll link it. You know what I'll do too? I'll link the episode in the comment section if you guys want to watch it. It's pretty wild. Yeah, we had some weird stuff happen in this place, which is really, really weird. So this was actually a provincial park, but we were still in areas where Wendigo could have resided, right? And we got weird stuff. I'm not gonna lie, we got some weird stuff on the box. We got on the spirit box. We got some weird stuff happening like in the area, and we did hear some sort of sound, which creeped the hell out of us. So the three of us just took off. And it's really, really funny. So one of my friends, everybody says like, "Oh, he's so cute," and blah blah blah. So my friend Chris was in this video. So shout out to Chris. So this video was called. hope it doesn't play the sound. I don't want to get copyright straight or something. So it's called Wendigo's Caught on Camera. And so, like I said in the comment section, guys, like if I have like a goal thing, like, and you guys pass that, like if I say like, hey, like if you do this, you'll unlock this. Always pay attention to the description because I'm gonna have these things, and when you win them or unlock whatever it says, like all you have to do is share it or whatever. If you unlock it, we'll do it. Like I said, like so in the latest video and a video earlier, we said that we would do a Sasquatch series. If you, because the thing is, I really want, we want to be persistent with things and we want to know what you guys like, you subs like most. So, like, if we don't see that a video is doing well or whatever, we're not going to do that again because we know that you don't like it. Because that's the thing with YouTube, it's for you, it's not for us. We work for you. That's literally how it goes. That's literally how the government is supposed to work too. Like we have a lot of craziness going on in the Canada and the United States. And again, I'm not going to go political because that's not here. We're here for entertainment, but literally like they're supposed to work for you. When it comes to us being the content creator, we work for you. That's why I'm reading all your comments and seeing what you like, what you don't like. You know what I mean? And like, I might not be able to nab every aspect. Obviously, there's a lot of comments, but I can do my best on doing what you guys like. So if you guys, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna get back to this thing. I'm gonna get back to it, but I'm gonna talk about this for a second. So this was the late video. So you'll see it in the latest video that we have up. I said, so if you watch me and Braden's, it was our first, so this was Braden's very, very first ghost hunt. So it's important because basically it would mean like, okay, we will continue in that direction, doing more of these hunts, okay? And also that it was his first one. So really, really want to see like, okay, like, do you guys like how me and Braden do the investigation and how it was performed and whatever? And we'll continue doing that. So that's kind of why I put this new one out there. And like I said, guys, you unlock a Sasquatch series. So we would do 3 episodes. It's really, really funny. I can't show it on screen. It's a newspaper article, but basically it's in Aurelia or Omodante, which is not far from me. It's about a half an hour, 45 minutes. They literally had a full crew going out there after Sasquatch, and they're saying that this thing is out there. It's been seen by locals. It's been seen by police. It's been seen by everyone in the Aurelia area. So the fact that that thing is out there, and they've even set up TV crews doing their own show out there or whatever with me, I really want to find that thing. Like just like hearing about the Sasquatch. I was a big fan as a kid growing up watching like Skunk Ape and Sasquatch and Aliens and all this other crap. Okay. And so to see that, I was gonna like, that'd be really, really cool. But I want to know that you guys like it too. So like the biggest thing with me, and I notice not a lot of YouTubers do this, okay? I love the X-Files, which I'm repping the shirt right here. Um, uh, and they always had a creature feature. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool for a YouTuber to have a creature feature? And if not, like most people doing it, I'll do it because like I love that shit. It would be really, really cool to see if one of these things actually does exist and that it's out there and that we can get evidence of it and react to it and just be like, holy smokes, man, it's real. You know what I mean? All right, so we got a lot of comments coming in, so let's see if we can catch up here. Okay, so that was old. We'll go down here. Trudy Mead. Hello, Trudy. Really good to see you, Brad. We got some other ones here. So this is Jerry's Baseball Cards. Hey, Brad. Sorry, just started watching. Angelo let us know about your channel, so I subscribed. And thanks to Angelo for that. That means a lot. I love your rando and paranormal explorers. Hey Brad, I am new here, but I am native and I seen your Wendigo video and I found it interesting. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. And like I said, okay, so I'll say this now since you're on. So Magic Clovers 82, do you being part, do you think it's disrespectful doing ghost investigations in the Wendigo? I do want to ask. I do want to get people's opinions on this because I don't want to go through with this if it is a disrespect and things like that, because I'm not really sure on other on the culture of seeing if that's a bad thing or a good thing. You know what I mean? But I love random that. The X Files is one of my favorite programs, says Trudy. Yeah, it is. It really is. I know. And the thing is, I brought up the Sasquatch things because, like I said, I said, I'll read every freaking comment, and we had several people, guys, talking about the Sasquatch and saying like, "You guys should do Sasquatch. You guys should do the Sasquatch series." There's actually only one because so there's different. I think they're labeled as cryptids. Okay, so they're supposed to be creatures that they say that are either fictional or they have facts saying that it's possibility of being real. And the only cryptid being which is a type of Sasquatch. Okay, it's called a skunk ape. That's the only one I actually won't do because they will kill you. They're in the swamps in Florida, but not only that, you got to look at Florida. I mean, Florida is notorious for alligator attacks. Like, you know, if you're in areas like this, like the swamps, like in the boons, right, and stuff like that, and there's giant snakes and things like that. So that's just a big no-no. We cannot do the skunk ape, even if I get my passport. But we can do the Sasquatch. There is an area here apparently, and it's not far. It's not directly local, but it's not really far away. It's like 30-40 minutes from my house. So okay. Oh wait, so like let's see if she responded to that question I asked earlier. Oh, not yet. So we got Valerie Names. I am new here, but I just wanted to say that your laugh is absolutely infectious, and I love. Well, thank you. Truly appreciate what you bring to the table. Yeah, and we're just gonna keep bringing it. Like that's really it. Lots of Sasquatch in Canada. Yeah, apparently they are. I literally thought that they were more of an American thing, but they are here. So Leanne Tiffany says not disrespectful at all. Yeah, I just want to hear more of it from the culture and people like just telling me like if is it an okay thing or it's not an okay thing. So that's a big thing to me too. So Jerry's baseball card 2018. As long as you don't disrespect the Native Americans' beliefs, I see no problem with doing this series. Exactly. So, and that's what we want to do. And when I go into these investigations, you'll notice that I am respectful. I'm not antagonizing, and that's a big no-no. I don't know why some YouTubers do it. I'm not going to name names. That's not who I am. I have seen some content like that myself, and like with me, truthfully, even being spiritual, and Christianity, like I don't think you should antagonize spirits at all. You know, whether they're earthbound, whether anything. Like I just it's disrespectful to them. It can cause you problems like bad karma or like like they can get involved in your life and mess things up. And so like yeah, which is funny. Okay, so there's another video I want you guys to watch. This is really wild. So this is with me and my friend Kat, and like I said, I'm gonna get back to the topic. I'm just really excited right now. I'm hyper. I had a little bit of coffee. But anyways, we're gonna go on. Okay, so let's go back to it. It's funny, my friend Chris that was in the video, he's messaging me now. I think he wants to go longboarding. So, might go tonight. Here we go. So going down. Okay, so this is really interesting, guys. So this video, it's on my channel. Be sure to watch this. So this is a real thing that happened to me. And it's funny, it's actually one of the latest. And I can talk a little bit more about this too. So like so this is what actually got me into the supernatural. So I was very young and I didn't believe in anything. Okay, I'm not saying I was an atheist. I was more when I was younger, I was agnostic. Is that where you don't believe? It's not that you don't believe in anything. It's more or less that you just want to see the facts and you want to know, you want to actually evidence of. And anyway, so the very first time this got me into this whole thing before I ever even became used to the other side was, and this is funny. This is a place you can visit if you're Canadian. So the first spirit I actually did notice, and I didn't film back then. Like this is a long freaking time ago. I was gonna say I was 16 or 17 years old, and my cousin had come up. So my cousin Aaron came up to visit, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? I'm the older cousin and whatever. I got I gotta be like the big brother sort of to this guy and give him a good time here. I don't want him to be bored. It's Wasaga Beach. So, anyways, we decided to go to Nancy Island, which is a historic site to do with the Battle of the War of 1812. And this is another thing too. Like this is why I've been like, watch the damn 1812 video, because 1812 stuff is really, really haunted here in Canada. Anything to do with war or battles or things where a mass amount of people died, it's huge here. And it's funny because it's not really popular. There's no popularity in it. A lot of the content doesn't have any views, even on any of our channels, to do with 1812 or those wars. Honestly, guys, like that's, if anything, like I know you're looking into asylums, prisons, people like that kind of stuff, but the stuff to do with the battles is actually more haunted than any of it. It's more crazy than any of it. And so, anyways, I brought him in, and it was funny because they actually changed this. So there's a glass dome, and it has historic stuff in it. It's a museum and whatever. And I love museums. I wasn't sure if he was into that, but since I'm a history nut, I just love that shit. I decided to go in there. So they had the old wreckage of the ship, which was the Nancy. And what was happening is the Nancy ship was passing through, and Wasaga Beach used to be called Schooner Town. And while it was passing through, since they were at a big battle, right? So they had the opposing side. We had the British and I believe it was the Americans. I can't. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But anyways, the Nancy got blown out of the water. They literally shot the ship down. A pile of people died. They sunk the Nancy. But not only that, the people on the Nancy were shooting down, like, Pirates of the Caribbean style, shooting all the people on the island, and a bunch of people were killed. Well, anyways, so there's also a grave on this island of one of the soldiers, and they keep finding bones in the lake, by the way. So there you go. Like this stuff is really, really cool. Get into 1812 if you're not familiarized with it, or look into movies from Canada or America to do with 1812, and tell me that these places aren't haunted. Uh, you're kidding me. So, anyways, we go in, we saw the ship, and we're in the area, and they used to have a little games room. So, like, they ask you questions to do with 1812, because in our history in public schools and elementary schools, we have to learn about that because it's part of our history, right? So, anyways, we're playing the games. And over in the other area, there used to be a library full of books and stuff like that. They didn't get rid of that or take all the stuff out until, unfortunately, people were stealing and being assholes. Okay, so anyways, we're looking over the libraries over there. There's a few statues. There's just a woman. She's just standing there with the book, and she had the old clothing on. So this is a ghost story I'm telling right here, guys, just in case you don't know if you just tuned in. So, anyways, I'm looking over there, and this is the first spirit I actually ever seen in my life. And so, anyways, we're looking over here. She's just looking back at us, and I'm like, with my cousin playing again, I'm like, are you one of the actresses that like that does a show? Me and my cousin, where he just came here, we couldn't find many people on the floor, and we just heard there's a lot of fun stuff to do here. Like there's ship rides. They have an old ship and reenactments and stuff like that. She didn't say anything. She just looked at me, and she had a book in her hand. She just looked at me, and she kind of gave me an unpleasant, like a kind of a mean gesture. And I'm like, I look at my cousin, I'm like, that's kind of weird, Aaron? She's like, yeah. And then she walked forward. So, anyways, we just played the game, and I'm like, that's close. She didn't even answer my question. See, with me, I'm a very, very social person, and I don't know if like I just developed this over time, but anyway, so I decided to go and just go check it. I'm like, I'm gonna go find out what's going on. Like, when I ask somebody a question, usually they give me an answer. They didn't just give me like a snarl and walk away. So I walked in and looked for nobody's there. There's nobody there. There's nothing. And I'm like, Aaron. And he's like, what? And he's still playing the games, right? Because there's a bunch of little games there that used to be set up. And I'm like, there's nobody here. So he comes over and he's like, what the hell? And I'm like, bro, you saw that, right? Like you are my witness. And he's like, yeah. So I was like, maybe there's a trapdoor or whatever. Like I said, because I didn't believe in anything back then. Okay. So we started pulling all the books out, seeing if like, you pull, you've seen the Adams Family. You pull a book open, the whole freaking thing opens up. Like maybe there's a secret passageway, blah, blah, blah. We pulled every freaking book out. They even had like this little ladder thing so you could get to the books on the top. Nothing. They were real books. So there was no doors. There was no way out. Literally, there's only this one entrance that goes out back into the park. And that was the first spirit that I ever seen. So, anyways, me still doubting everything. I go to the lady at the front desk and I'm like, so what happened to the lady that I think she's one of the actors here that, I described how she looked wearing the dress and she's like, I'm the only person here today. There's just me and that security officer over there. And I'm so that's a little wild, right? And then she says this, she's like, you're not the only person that has described that woman. So that was the very, very first thing. And it blew my mind. I'm like, oh my God, spirits are real. And the possibility of life after death is real. And I just started like, it was almost like a big opening, like a portal just kind of opened up and draw me in, right? Oh wait, here we go. We got some more messages. So I'm gonna read your comments as we go, if that's okay with you guys. So Valerie Names, I'm new here, but I just wanted to say. Oh wait, well I already read that one. Okay, so I already read that one. We'll go down here. Alrighty. I think this is a new one here. Trudy Mead. I think it has a lot to do with your own intentions. If you mean only good, no harm or disrespect yourself, it should be fine for the Wendigo stuff that we've been talking about, right, guys? All my earbuds are going, so I gotta go. Bye, Jennifer. It's okay. You'll catch it tomorrow. You know what? I'm saving this anyway, so like you guys will be able to watch this again if you want to. You obviously can get to know me a little bit more, which is fun. Oh wait, okay. So this is one that I've been waiting for. So this woman said that she was native. So Magic Clover's 82. No, I would not find it disrespectful if you did more investigating. Just use your best judgment and be careful. Oh, thank you so much, Magic Clover's 82. So it is good to hear you say that because, like I said, I don't want to do anything that is disrespectful to you or anybody for that matter. Like it doesn't matter where you're from or anything. So, mhm. D Newman, bye, Brad. Catch you later. 3:20 p.m. here. Much love from Australia. Much love to you, buddy. Too. We got a lot of people too. A lot of subs from Australia. That's awesome. That's really cool that you guys like hobby. I love that this hobby is growing and just more and more and more people are getting like I meet new friends and new people every day, and that's another reason why people like me are YouTubers because it's like we love making friends. We just love fulfilling this life as much as possible, meeting new people, doing new exciting things, and especially me as a hobbyist, I look forward to that because for me, when a few people in my family that were they really meant a lot to me passed away. I'm almost it's funny when we talk about some mental health stuff. Obviously I'm going to get back on the topic in a minute here. But when it comes to mental health stuff, having people that are fight or flight in an instance. So, like with me, I'm considered a flight because I continue to do things that make me happy to cover up my sadness, if that makes any sense. And it's funny because I've read a lot about people that have my condition, Robin Williams. And I think Heath Ledger was one. I don't know. I'm not positive, but I know that mental health does run in their family too. But yeah, I've been a flight in a sense, but you know what? I it's not the kind of flight where I feel like, oh my God, like I'm gonna hurt myself or whatever or anything like that. I just find that the more I keep doing things that make me happy, then there's no reason to be upset. I don't have any time to get upset, right? As long as you don't wear yourself out. And it's funny, I've gotten that from Angela. I've got that a lot of people. Don't wear yourself out. That's a big thing in life. Like you gotta sleep, you gotta eat, you know. So anyways, getting back to this. So yeah, I told you guys I will come on here and just literally give you guys even more talk about experiences and stuff. And maybe you guys can tell me your experiences too. But I know I don't want to be here on here all night for you because I know like you guys got stuff to do too. But anyways, getting back to topic. So this is something that happened to me most recently with me and my friend Kat. Okay, so this video right here, it's called "Trapped Inside Abandoned Serial Killer House." So we did this investigation, and this is crazy, man. We decided to take something home, and this is number one. You don't ever do this. You don't do this in urbix, for one, because you don't know if that area could be owned, even if it's not private, right? Like, so, like, you don't take anything home. Me and her, being stupid like we were, we decided to take stuff home. So I took a book that the serial killer owned, which was like this comic book thing, and it had like really, well, you got to watch the video. It had really provocative stuff or whatever like that, but it also had like people like Bruce Lee and things like that. And I was a big Bruce Lee fan. I was into comics and the art and stuff like that. I thought the other art was beautiful besides the more macabre and grotesque stuff, right? But anyways, I brought this thing home and just stuff started happening. Bad luck. I got sick like for no reason. And as soon as I got rid of the book, things were better. So lesson be learned, like these things can attach themselves to objects as well, obviously, right? Okay, so it says Sue Smith. Hi Brad, I'm late to the live, but just spent some time trying to catch up. Hi Brad, I've really enjoyed you and Angelo's collab. Scary stuff. Stay safe. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Susan. So let's see what else we got here. All right, so getting back to it. So this is really, really cool. So we've unlocked this, and this is obviously before I was monetized. And the video was called, so be sure to check this video out too. It's actually one of our older videos, but it was a lot of fun. So it's called Wendigo's Caught on Camera. And this video, all I said was like the same thing in the comment section, like, oh, if you guys watch this video, share it with a friend, and it gets to 1,000, then we will unlock the series. And this happened ages ago. I do apologize for past subs that we didn't do it early, or if they thought like I had abandoned them. No, it wasn't that at all. It's literally like people are that scared to go to this area and Two Chicken, and I can't go by myself. I can't. I have been there once. If you do watch more videos of my cave videos, so not all the videos are paranormal in that sense. I have been in this cave system before because I love cave exploring, and caves are all over Canada. That's a big thing here in Canada. So if you're from an area that just doesn't have them, Canada is notorious for caves. We have them all over the place. They're not far to get to. You can literally drive a half an hour at like certain areas or provinces or towns. They're everywhere. But the thing is, these caves are massive, and they're known to have this creature there. We have heard sounds there before that they didn't sound like a bear, they didn't sound like a cougar, they did sound like something abnormal, and I do assume that that is what they're talking about. However, like I said, like a lot of people are like, oh, you didn't even see it, or blah blah blah. You don't want to see one because the thing is, well, I mean, if you got a glimpse of it from a distance, that's a different thing. But to even to see one, they're dangerous. Like if they do exist, if they do truly exist, and the natives have not lied about this thing, like it is what it is. It'll kill you. Like they're very, very fast creatures. Okay, so here we go. We got some more people coming in. So this Jerry's baseball cards 2018. That's why they always say don't take anything from a haunted place. Your chance of being followed home and have very bad. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? You guys can look this up online. So this is a lot where I'm not sure if an investigator shared this, but Bodie, California is notorious for this. You leave Bodie, California the way it was. So it's a ghost town, and this happened way back in the Western days. Okay, so basically, what had happened was it was funny. The town got scared and left from this, and obviously other things that happened and occurred in the town. But anyway, so what had happened was that this guy is cowboy or whatever. I guess he picked this fight with this guy that was drunk, and there was a shootout, and they literally shot each other, shot a bunch of people, and the town just got scared and they took off. And there's a bunch of other reasons why they took off, but this town is so haunted that if you take something, it could be a vase, it could be a glass, it could be something insignificant, that the energy comes home with you. And that actually it got me like, oh wow, so like I finally watched this whole documentary on this, and I'm like, so it is a real thing. And not only that, like you've probably seen this from other ghost hunters and stuff like before about like this sort of stuff. It's crazy, man. There's your Forever 81. Hello, Brad, and everyone. Oh, awesome. So I am going to be getting off in a few minutes because we've got to an hour. But is there any questions for me? Do you guys have any questions? Just shoot anything at all. Don't be scared. Magic Clover 82. Well, I'm also from Ontario, Canada. Oh, that's awesome. That's so great. Have you so Magic Clovers 82, have you seen caves or areas like around here that you were suspicious that might have this creature? Forever 81 America loves your channel. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's really funny because with me as a person, I always I'll do something and I'm still beating myself up about it. Like I'll up like I literally like when I upload a video, I'm like I keep pulling back because I'm like, oh, I don't know if it was that good, and blah blah blah, and I end up putting it up, and it gets the response that it has this latest content, and I much love. I appreciate it so much, all the positive vibes and stuff, and also the motherly advice because I tend to get myself in danger, and I don't have protection or I don't have people, so like it does mean a lot. Mhm. Jerry Baseball Card 2018. So he says, I second that comment. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Yeah, I am gonna be going to the States. You can guarantee that. It's a matter of getting it. So I'm gonna get the 10-year passport. I just thought, you know what, it's a few extra bucks. I'll get it. If anything goes on with this pandemic that prevents me from going now, then you know it'll be later. I'll have 10 years. So, but things have been getting better. So lately, I don't know like if many people, because I know a lot of people are from the States on my channel, but what's going on? So with Trudeau RPM, so we were having issues, and we had this app called, it's a terrible app, guys. So it's called the Arrive Can't app, and basically you had to go through all this crap screening about being vaccinated or whatever. They're basically trying to force this vaccine on us. And it's funny because there's many of us, like me myself personally, I'm deathly allergic to it. I absolutely can't get it. And even with the doctor's note and everything, they still wouldn't allow me to go to the United States or travel to anywhere for that matter. Just because, like, oh, if you're not vaccinated, you can't go. If you're not this, you can't go. So now that's been lifted. That has recently been lifted. So the ArriveCan app is lifted. Lockdown restrictions have been lifted to do with air travel or driving travel to the United States or other countries. So that's been going on. Forever 81 was vaccinated and still got COVID twice. Yeah. So here's the funny thing about this. I'm not trying to get into like medical or whatever. So with any vaccine, because I've done a lot of research on sanitariums and hospitals, and back then with sanitariums, you had TB and a list of other diseases. So it's almost like a vaccine. It's like got the blueprint, which is telling your body, we're telling your body, giving your body information on how to fight and knowing how to destroy the virus. But not only that, you have the second part of the vaccine, which you're actually being infected with COVID-19. So what happens is this part right here, it doesn't activate right away all the time for some people, depending on like your immune system, your DNA, and a bunch of different things, right? So what happens is you'll get the symptoms, and then later on this starts creeping up, and then all of a sudden then you're good. It's just like getting the flu shot. Like I get my flu shot, like, so I can't get the COVID-19 vaccine. I said that before because I'm deathly allergic, but with the flu shot, I can have that one apparently, so that one's safe for me. And when I do get it, I get the stomach flu. I just throw up. It's just terrible. I hate it. I actually stopped getting it for a while because I'm not a custodian anymore, so I'm not prone to getting these illnesses and germs because I'm not cleaning things. But when I was a custodian, I got the flu shot every year because it's like I didn't want me to get sick and my wife and everything else like that. But yeah, guys, we're heading out tomorrow. We're really, really, really excited to kick this off. Like I said before, keep checking our descriptions, and if there's any prizes there, like unlocking a new series or whatever, that's something to jump on, because like I said, I'm always paying attention, and if things unlock, we will do it. If it's not something done that's right away, we will get to it, but I'm going to try to do that, because I think that's exciting to you guys as subs. If oh, we won that, like, when are you going to do it? Like, I'm going to try to do it right away, because it's like, okay, I know that that's something that you guys like I said, we as YouTubers, we work for you. You know what I mean? You don't have to work for us to win our approval. We work for you. We want to do what you like, what you want to watch. And if there's something you don't want to watch, I don't want to make content of it, because it's like, yeah, it might be something that I am solely interested in, but it's that too, you know? Get the flu shot every year. Yeah, yeah, no, it is great. Like, I should still get it. I hate that stomach flu, man. I absolutely hate it. So I have both a naturopath doctor and I have my medical doctor, and with her, and this is funny. This is y'all should be getting this. Everybody should be getting this, okay? Because if you have both the ND and your medical doctor, so there's supplements that can kill you, man. Like, you should actually go to a naturopath doctor, dietitian for supplements, okay? Because they'll tell you what supplements you can have every day, and then you have your medical doctor for, for everything else, for your pharmaceuticals and stuff like that. So it was funny when I learned about that. I didn't want to get the flu shot anymore, right? So this is the first reason I went to her. She kind of laughed and she's like, "Oh," but she's like, "But do you believe?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." Like, honestly, I believe in both sides and stuff. So, anyways, I told her, I'm just like, I don't want to get that damn flu shot anymore. How can you help me out? She's like, "Well, I can have you take these few things." And they're basically like immune system boosters. They'll keep my immune system working properly for my body and my blood type and blah blah blah. So I managed to do that, but it's funny because I'm sick right now. I have a bit of a cold right now, so that I'm just shaking. It's all over Ontario. So it says, okay, so Monkey and Honey says, I got the pneumonia shot, and for 3 years I got double pneumonia on a ventilator. Oh my god. Yeah, and that's the same thing I said about vaccines. It's the same thing for these shots, because it's just like vaccine. They infect you with what it is, but then you have that other part that's letting you know, like, like it has all the blueprints on how to fight it, right? That's a big thing too. And my aunt, she lost a few friends to the COVID-19 shot. A few people died. So it's a lot of back and forth. You got to realize with science, it really, we are really lab rats, because they are trying to help, but at the same time they don't know. Everybody's blood type's different, genetics are different, everybody's immune system's different, right? So, like, it's not like, oh, screw them, or whatever. It's more or less, they're trying to work things out, but in the process, there are people being harmed by it. So what do we got here? Sue Smith, you have to be careful with vitamins if you're on other medications. Yeah, that's true too. So that's the reason why I went to her. So I went to my ND for that reason, because then they know, they get your, so they'll get my medical history from my doctor, and everything like that. But that's the biggest thing too, is just get all your information where you need it, and then go from there, right? But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm really happy that we did this, because that was a big thing, a big concern for me too, was the fact that I wanted to make sure that this wasn't a disrespectful thing before I did it, because I know it was unlocked, but I hadn't asked this question before doing the Wendigo. Oh my god. Thanks for coming on and sharing. Oh, look at it's my buddy the Dro. I love this guy. It's funny. I've been friends with online friends with the Dro for a long time. I was a huge fan of his band, Dead Star Assembly. Still am, and I keep telling him this. He's my favorite bass player of all time. Favorite bass player of all time. It was funny. He even sent me. He sent me his autograph and things. I have that too. So I'm a big music lover too, guys. On the side. So by the way. Exploring with Aaron, Shanty Bay go karts. It's funny. So with Aaron, he worked with me at the En route, And so he I think he actually explored that himself. I don't know. The drill mad love to you too, buddy. I love you too, man. I hope you're doing well. I do watch your content. I know it might not seem that I do watch your content a lot. It's really really cool. You got to teach me about drones. There's a lot of people that are really into the drone thing, and it does look cool in this type of footage, man. It truly does. I've seen a lot of people filming landscapes of like the prisons and like asylums and everything like that. So it's super cool. Susie Q, is the ghost town in Southern or Northern California? I'm from Northern and wondering how far I am from there. I've never heard of the place. Bodie, California. So it's spelled Bodie. I'm not really sure. I could Google it for you. So, where is Bodie, California located? I'm such a chatterbox. It's so funny. Bodie, California, USA. Oh, wait. I think it's right here. I think we got the information right here, guys. So, Bodie is a ghost town in the Bodie Hills east of the Sierra Nevada mountain range in Mono County. So, if that answers your question, California, United States. It is about 75 miles, 121 kilometers southeast of Lake Tahoe, and 12 miles east, 19 kilometers southeast of Bridgeport, at an elevation of 8,379 feet. So it sounds like it's up in the mountains area, which it actually sounds really cool. This is actually one of the biggest fucking hotspots that I've always wanted to film. I'm a huge Western nut. Okay, and like I don't know, like so if people from the United States, if you were into like spaghetti westerns or western films, I fucking love Young Guns. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite movie of all time. And it's funny because people go, Brad, I would expect you to like horror or like this or that. I mean, just besides the X Files, The Walking Dead, and a bunch of other stuff that I didn't mention. I fucking love Western stuff. So when I first saw that movie, I'm just oh my god, because then a lot of my favorite actors in there too. So there's Keith Sutherland's in there, Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen. I just absolutely loved it. So when that movie came out, it was funny. I'd watch it with my stepdad, like notorious, over and sink and sink and sing, and I watch it over and over again. Magic Clovers 82, not in my area. I live in the valley near to London. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Oh, what else pretty says? So, Jerry's baseball card says, drones give you a bird's eye view. Yes, they sure do. And the Dro is saying, easier to get places with the drone. I know, and you know what's really, really funny? So you can find places with it, which is great. I don't know much about having like a GPS type tracking system on the drone. I don't know if you can attach something like that, whether it be like a mobile or something like that, where you can get the coordinates and then be like, and then transmit that to your phone. But if you could, that'd be the best friggin' piece of device. Because honestly, there's been plenty of places that I've gone and I didn't find them because they're in the middle of the bush or whatever. There was actually this is really really cool. So it was literally this abandoned theme park, and it's somewhere here, and I don't know where. Like because literally we don't have drones, so we're just in the middle of the bush and we're like sweating and like it's tick area and stuff like that. So we make sure that we're all covered up and we're sweating, and I'm like, there's nothing here. And my friends are like, it's here. Like so apparently it's still out there. We just we haven't found it. I've always wanted to film the abandoned theme park though. I think that's really cool. Stay safe. Don't go alone. Scared me. Oh yeah, so that was the rest of the comments there. So yeah, let me just see here because it's funny. I think I'm getting messages from one of the guys that was in the video that I mentioned. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so this is exciting too. So my buddy Steven Skinner, he's amazing. And he would be amazing on film as well. I've only filmed with him a few times and they're very short stuff, but I'm truly hoping that he comes out with me doing the Wendigo series. He's an amazing friend. He's honestly helped me more times than not, like with jobs, with work, and paying bills and things like that. He actually is funny. I even worked at his old hotel to get my wedding ring, so that was really cool. So if my buddy Steven Skinner is coming out tomorrow to start off the Window series with to me, Steve, and Braden, you just prepare for a friggin' shit show of laughs and also an amazing investigation and doing stuff. So it will be really really cool. Sue Smith, drone would come in handy to see who might be around too, so you know if there may be a problem. That is correct. That's honestly 100% too while we want it. I use this. It's funny. I use this GPS. It's called Waze, so it'll let me know if there's like security or cops or stuff in those areas. I do generally try to avoid areas that are notorious though for like you could get in trouble or mass fines or get arrested even. So we do try to avoid those types of areas. A lot of the stuff I've been doing now is I'm trying to gain some permission. So there's a few paranormal hotspots. There's a haunted library in Orangeville. We're trying to get permission for that. There's going to be a few new collabs, so you guys are going to see some new faces here, and honestly, I think you'll just fall in love. There's a really nice investigator. I've met her. It's funny because her brother's mom babysat me and other kids, and so I've known them since we were little kids. So, you will see pretty soon a girl named Ariel, and she's a fabulous investigator. I've been wanting to do this collab for a little while now, and so she'll be in some content too. I'm hoping to meet up with my friend Kat again because she's just solid, man. She knows a lot about this kind of stuff, and I for me, I like feeling safe around. Like if I feel safe around you and whatever, then I just know that I'm going to be comfortable filming. I'm going to be comfortable on the car rides and doing everything like that. And like you kind of generally know if somebody doesn't like you too. So like if you're filming with people and like they're just not feeling you, you're kind of like, oh, well, this kind of sucks. So like I guess like it is what it is. But I haven't had that lately, so that's been really really cool. Oh, we got some more comments here. Let me see. Sue Smith. I was thinking more along the lines of homeless vandals, etc. No, that's true. Yeah, like physical dangers like that way. Yeah, yeah, that's true too. Whoopsie. Shouldn't have admitted that. That's so funny. Chris W. Brad, I sent you an Instagram message. Please check your messages. Okay, I will. I hope it's something nice. I hope it's something cool, that's for sure. So Billy Circle. Oh yeah, I got some more messages there. So, anyways, guys, I am about to get off. I am getting a little tired. Because we have a big day tomorrow. We're shooting this Wendigo series that you guys have unlocked. It's gonna be really awesome. I am gonna do some more live streams and we can get to know each other. And if you guys have any questions, yeah, before I go to like, because I haven't got too many questions. Yeah, is there anything that y'all would like to ask me, whether it's like personal or about content or whatever? Is there anything you guys would like to ask me? Chris W says, thank you. It's about the clues for Angelo. Oh, like so, Chris, is that intent? Trudy Mead, good luck tomorrow. Looking forward to what you find. Yeah, I am too. You know what? I'm really, really excited about this. I have to set up my camera because, like, I've noticed with this setting. So I bought the same camera as Angelo because I really admire his content making, and I've noticed with this camera, you'll be filming, and then the screen just goes. Just check this in our videos too. The screen just goes black, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. I do know quite a bit about cameras, but there's a lot that I still don't know. I'm always learning every day. I keep having to tap the screen into getting the focus to so that my lights will pick it up. It's almost like my camera gets used to the lighting or whatever outside, and then all of a sudden the screen goes black, and then I have to fix it and correct it. So I hope that I don't have that tomorrow because it would be nice to have footage where it's just clean and crisp from point A to point Z, and I don't have to make those cuts to get rid of that, right? So all right, so we've got a few more. Jerry's Baseball Cards 2018. Have a great night, Brad. Can't wait for the Wendigo series. And then Chris W. Nope, I may have figured out part of it. Okay. Yeah, true. And you know what, guys? Keep giving us new intents because it's only gonna help us find more stuff, whether it might be crazy or even cool. Like, did you guys see that vase we found from Greece? That was cool, man. Like some stuff is just you just never know what you're gonna find. That was really, really cool. But yeah, if so like does anyone have any questions for me? If not, I'm gonna end this. And I was so really it was really nice to talk to you guys and get to know you guys and also like hear what you had to say to me. And much love to all you subs going forward. I can only hope that we just keep putting out content that you guys love and enjoy. Okay. So I am gonna end this. Be sure, like I said, I'm gonna end this off. Wait, we got Susie Q. I could have done that myself, but okay, I think you guys are talking to each other now. So I'll be sure to check out me and Braden's first adventure at Fort Willow. The video is down below. I think we've tagged the video in the comments section. If you guys want to unlock the Sasquatch series, you only need to get it to 1,000 views just so that we know that this is something that you're interested in. Also, doing that content and guys, gotta get into it. Gotta get into the 1812 stuff. I'm telling you, it's killer. So I'll just say before we go, I'll just say where we're at so far, anyways, in unlocking the Sasquatch series. So, we're going on here right now. It says. So, we're at 733 views so far. So, it's not too much to go, and we'll be able to unlock that. I'm still trying to do research on these areas in the Aurelia or Madonna area of where they spotted them because I do want to find the exact coordinates and area that they've been seeing this thing. So, all right, so we got Susie Q. Lake Tahoe is up the Reno in Nevada, which is just over the California border a little bit, but only about 3 hours away from me, maybe about 4 hours. Yeah, you guys should really check out Bodie, California. It's actually California is honestly notorious for supernatural. Like you've got extraterrestrials. You've literally got areas like mass amount of buildings, ghost towns, and things like that out there. So it is super cool, super cool. Mm-hmm. Me too, but Young Guns 2 is shit. Oh wow, that one. Yeah, I know some people didn't like, and it's funny because it's not completely. The second film isn't completely historic either. There's patches and stuff like that that were made just for Hollywood, right? Because even with Doc Holliday, he actually survived. In real life, he got sick or something. I think he got TB. I can't really remember, but he wasn't shot to death. So there's a bunch of fake stuff in that film too. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end my stream. I love talking to you guys today. It was really cool to see how many people came out. I know a lot of I know it's late, so I know a lot more people would have come on and had their share too. But I love you guys. I hope we can keep like I said, we work for you, you don't work for us. I hope we can keep putting out content that you guys want to watch. So like that's a big kicker with me. In the comment section, be sure to tell me what you want to see. And if I see a number of y'all that you all are saying the same things that you want to see or the type of content that you want to see, I'll be sure to do my best to get out there and film that for you. So that's the number one thing here. It's okay. You'll be Chris W. You'll be able to watch it from the beginning once I close out. And don't worry because like I said, I will try to I'll do my best. I do try to read all your comments on the actual, the video. So like this live stream isn't over. I'll still like pop up online, and if you guys have anything extra to say, or if the people that weren't able to make this stream, if they see it tomorrow and they're like, "Oh, I missed it," don't worry about it. Put your comment below. I'll get to you. It hasn't ended yet. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep going. But anyways, I gotta get some sleep. I got a lot of driving to do tomorrow. Angelo's on his adventure going out east, and I'm going up north, guys. We're doing the Wendigo series. I couldn't be happier that I found a crew that'll actually come with me and make this happen. So, yeah, it's awesome. So, anyways, peace and much love. Thank you so much for all you guys that came on and shared. Yeah, so bye for now.